This is incredible. I've been handed an Oscar. I'm an Oscar winner. It's amazing.
You're hosting.
Oh, I'm hosting.
Yes.
I'm an Oscar host.
Exactly.
Oh, but do I still get to keep the Oscar?
No, you don't.
Oh.
Thank you.
When is it?
March 2nd.
March 2nd. I'm hosting the Oscars. Okay, yeah. And then I get the...
No.
Okay.
Never.
No Oscar. Ever.
Never.
Hosting. Check it
out. Yes, he should have gotten to keep the Oscar. That was unfortunate that they wouldn't let him keep the Oscar. Come on, you sick bastard.
No. Love Conan.
Oh yeah, Conan's awesome. I had a great announcement the other day that Conan O'Brien is hosting the Academy Awards. We're about to get to that, but today, guys, we've got a stacked show for you because we're going to be talking about Conan O'Brien hosting the Oscars. We're gonna talk about the IDA. We had the IDA, I've been watching the IDA shortlisted films, but now we have the IDA nominees, and the reason we're going to be talking about that is a huge indicator for what is going to get nominated for Best Documentary. So that's why we're going to talk about that, and then we're also going to be talking about the films that are eligible in the animated categories, the documentary categories, and in the in the international categories. So they have their long list officially for those. So we're gonna go over those, and then to end it off, we're gonna talk about Emilia Pérez in the mix of all this and see if that is truly like an Oscar contender, like everyone else is saying it is. So
I think it is and it isn't, and then also I want to bring up something that kind of pisses me off about it, though, and it's not political. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely save it because we'll get there.
I'm very mixed on Emilia Pérez, especially with Wicked. That adds in a lot of more of my hesitancy for Emilia Pérez, especially now that I've seen Emilia Pérez.
Yeah, I mean, I still think both are going to get in, but we'll have to. But we'll.
Emilia Pérez is basically a lock.
Oh yes, but there's a specific thing going against Emilia Pérez. I feel that I will share and that I'll share.
Yeah, and there's a few things I'll share about soon. But yeah, to start it off, guys, since I saw the video there, Conan O'Brien was just announced as the host of the 97th Academy Awards, and for me personally, I've been telling you all that I personally think they should only stick to movie people. That was like a big thing for me. Is like there's so many comedians in the movie landscape. They could have gotten the Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. They could have gotten all those other people to host that were rumored to. But that being said, if you're going to go with a person that's not a movie guy and more of a TV guy, they picked the best pick that they could go with, because Conan O'Brien is my favorite late night television host. The moment he left, I stopped watching late night. It just wasn't the same anymore.
He's my second favorite
and
talk show host.
Yeah, he's excellent, and he's always super funny, and he almost never misses, and he's also advertently almost never political. Like he gets political from time to time, but it's not like in your face.
I gotta tell you though, he's my favorite kind of political though. Do you know what type that is?
What?
He's centrist.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee you that's why they picked him.
He'll make fun of both sides. He doesn't care.
They wanted somebody who that evening was not going to become a Trump bashing fest, and they know that a lot of the big wig celebrities are going to be getting political in their speeches, like the Ariana Grandes and all of those people. So they said, if we need to find somebody who is reliable and is going to be very entertaining and isn't going to like steer away our audience. And they said, if we found the guy, Conan O'Brien, and it is perfect. Like if you just watch his election after the 2016 election speech, like his monologue, it felt so genuinely just sweet and wholesome and hopeful. It seemed actually hopeful, like that. Like that, he didn't care who you voted for. It seemed hopeful, whether you are happy or not happy. It was hopeful, and that's what he is. He's somebody who just likes to make people happy. And Conan O'Brien, you are going to do that in a big way at the Oscars. One of the many reasons why I'm excited for this year's Academy Awards.
Oh yeah, and
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, because usually I don't care about the Oscars host, but this year's award season, I don't know if the others have been announced, but there's been two that make me very happy.
oh yeah, the Nikki Glaser for the Globes, and now the
And
Conan.
Oh,
And
I've
so,
told people about Nikki Glaser, and they get excited. You know why?
why?
You know why, Andrew?
why?
You think Ricky Gervais didn't pull any punches, right?
Nikki Glaser, I've heard of her in Golden Globes talking to you. Congratulations this year.
No. Andrew, though,
You actually
she makes Ricky Gervais look like a day at Disneyland when it comes to not pulling any punches.
But
Oh yeah.
do the Golden Globes for a minute. Thank you guys for picking somebody who's controversial. That's actually going to be funny this year, unlike last year with that other dude that was just trying to be edgy.
Yeah.
Like
Jared Carmichael, I think, was the host.
No. It was Joe Coy.
Joe Coy, that was it.
Yeah. Like there's two ways to be edgy. There's a genuinely funny way, and then there's this way that you're being edgy, but you're just trying to be offensive. You're not trying to. It's not even funny, and that's what he was doing. He really wasn't even funny. Where Nikki Glaser, she's gonna be hilarious. I think I'm actually seeing her live in December.
Oh yeah, too. If you guys want to see what she's like, go on Netflix, and I think it's still up there if they didn't pull it. It's the roast of Tom Brady, and look at her segment.
Oh yeah, and Brian Nussbaum actually says that he thinks Nikki Glaser got the gig to host the Globes based on the Tom Brady roast. So,
that would make sense.
But Conan O'Brien though is great. I used to watch him when I was a little kid.
Oh yeah, and he's still, even though he's done with late night, he still posts some old clips on like the Team Coco YouTube channel, and he has his like podcast he does now, which is Conan Needs a Friend, and of course his Conan Must Go show, which was so funny this year, and so like he's still working, but like he hasn't been a host now in a couple of years, so it's
one of them though
to see him host.
Yeah.
What's that traveling show that Conan did, where he would like travel to like different countries?
Are you talking about the newest one that just came out, or the other one?
Other one.
Oh shit! I think it was like
one of them though. So funny because he literally made mugs, right? You know, like coffee mugs, right?
Yeah.
All celebrity mug shots.
All I remember is there was one skit where he was like in the middle of like a street, and there's like a street race going on with like really, really fast cars. And he's like, okay, this is a really fast street race. These cars going 100 miles an hour. But don't worry, they have a little guardrail here protecting all the people, making fun of how little the railing was when compared to like all the cars that were going by. And for some reason, that moment just really sticks with me. And I'm like, I am so excited to see Conan's monologue and throughout the show, see Conan come out. I am excited.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm excited to see what he does with it, and so yeah, we'll be tuning in on March 27th, I think, right? That's when it is.
Wait, March
I forget.
7th? I thought it was the first week of March.
Oh, it might be the first. Oh, yeah, it is the first week of March. I forgot. It might be March. I forget which day in March.
March 2nd, it said.
March 2nd. Okay, that was it. He said it in the video, but my brain couldn't comprehend it. So.
I've got my ratings. I'll be in and out, but
yeah, but it will still be cool to see Conan on March 2nd. So we'll definitely turn into that, and I'm excited about that. So our next bit of news that I want to share is that one big award show, and I consider this a big award show because whatever usually goes to win the pick for the IDA documentary of the year, typically it goes on to be nominated. It's like a shoo-in to get nominated at the Oscars. So here's just a few examples. For Sama won, that was nominated. Flea won, that was nominated. All That Breeze won, and that was nominated. The one last year from National Geographic, like the People's President, I forget what it was called, but that one, and it was nominated. So they have a really good track record of getting at least like whatever wins the IDA. You're like, okay, the 5th slot's done. Now we just need the next 4. Like you're pretty much, it's like that kind of thing. So it's really cool. So what was that?
Have 2 nominees ever gotten in for the IDAs?
I'll have to do more research on that, but like you mean in 1 year, or because well,
I mean like 1 year. Like say if you made a documentary and you were nominated by the IDAs, and I made a documentary and also got nominated by the IDAs. Then the Oscars picked both of our documentaries.
Oh no, I'm saying
it happens all the time.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. But I'm saying like whatever wins, like the one winner though, is the shoo-in to be nominated. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yes.
But like yeah, there's always the examples of where a film that is nominated for the IDA, because they have 10 slots. They do 10 slots for Best Picture. And so whatever is nominated for the IDA, a lot of times they will nominate it several of the films, but it's just like the one that is the winner is like the one that you're like, okay, I'm marking that down now. That's getting in kind of thing. So
yeah.
But one thing I'm gonna warn you guys about is that none of the nominees this year, not a single one, and IDA usually is like this when it comes to their nominees, but not a single one of them actually is a celebrity doc. So that's kind of giving me a sign that all the celebrity docs this year are not going to be really hugely in contention. I know they made the long list, but we'll get to that in a second. But I'm just waiting for this to load here, and then once it does, we can start reading off the nominee. I don't want the iPhone 16 Pro. Get off my screen. Okay. Is it?
Yes, you do.
Right. No.
You're normally kidding, huh?
Satisfied. I'm satisfied with my old ass iPhone 11. All right, there we go.
I've got an iPhone 11 too.
Nice. So are y'all able to see that on your end?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Cool. So, yeah, StreamYard is being kind of weird for me. So, the best feature documentary nominees that are Agent of Happiness. Have not seen that one yet, but then gonna get around to it. I've seen 5 of the. I've seen actually 6 of these nominees so far. So I'll talk about the ones I've seen and then the ones I still have to see. So then, Black Box Diaries, The Homie, Ernest Cole Lost and Found, No Other Land, Queendom, Seeking Mavis Beacon, Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, Sugarcane, and then The Remarkable Life of Evelyn, which I watched tonight, actually. So the ones I've seen is The Remarkable Life of Evelyn, Sugarcane, Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, No Other Land, The Homie, and Black Box Diaries. So I still have to see Agent of Happiness, Ernest Cole Lost and Found, Queendom, and Seeking Mavis Beacon. But I'm excited, especially for Seeking Mavis Beacon, because I grew up with the Mavis Beacon.
So did I.
Typing thing. So that was like, that's pretty cool. So I'm excited to check.
Which one is your favorite?
No Other Land is my favorite out of all the ones I've seen. That's in my top 3 favorite movies of the year, period. I think it's an excellent documentary. So that's probably my favorite film I've seen.
Oh.
Is that what?
The Palestinian one that you told me about?
Yeah, the Palestinian one. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, so that one's my favorite. The one that's like my least favorite so far is The Homie. I just couldn't get into that one. The style was like very odd for me.
But I want to see that one that you recommended to me.
Oh yeah, the Remarkable Life of Evelyn. Dude, I literally right before this stream, I finally got myself together. I've been like crying for like the past 20 minutes after seeing The Remarkable Life of Evelyn. Like it was just, golly, that was emotional. All of you people out there who say video games are bad for you, or we're gonna rot your brain cells, or stop playing your video games and go outside. There's another world out there in video games, and it can connect us and unify us and impact our lives. And it's a really, really beautiful documentary that's on Netflix that I highly encourage y'all to check out if you can. So yeah, I think that's a great lineup of films so far. This is definitely harder than last year, because last year I watched like all the nominees and I was like, okay, this is easy on like what I'm selecting. But like the way they do the voting is you have to give your top 3 favorites for like what you would, so like your first, second, your third. So I can only pick 3 as like a ranking thing, and like that's your top 3. And so this year is going to be a lot harder, because like already 4 of them, like I don't want to get rid of Sugarcane. I don't want to get rid of Remarkable Life of Evelyn, or No Other Land, or Black Box Diaries. Like it's going to be a hard one this year, so I'm going to have to really sit down and think about it.
I really need to catch up on these ones, because this is the one category that I've been doing good on Best Picture. Like even last year, I'm like, oh my god, I've seen all of these. But when it comes to documentary and foreign film, I'm like, okay, I haven't seen a lot of these.
Yeah, well, it's actually a very good transition, because speaking of haven't seen a lot of these, I have them all, and I'm going to be watching another one tonight before I go to bed. So, but I've only seen one of the shorts so far. I still have 9 shorts to go, and voting ends by December 1st. So I do have to like really speed it along, but I think definitely I can binge the shorts and get those over with. And then the features, I can get that. Like if I watch a movie a day, I can definitely get through them all. But yeah, for best short documentary nominees, it says a move, which was one that sounded very interesting. Then a movement against the transparency of the stars of the seas, which is a mouthful, from the Criterion channel. And then Ama Ki Kafa is one. And then the one I have seen is In Chunkunto, The Return. So that's how I'm gonna pronounce it, because I
I
thought I
love
mispronounced
the
it horribly.
name.
And then Instruments of a Beating Heart from Japan, and then Modern Goose, The Medallion, not to be confused with the Jackie Chan movie, and then The Poem We Sang. So those are, and Until He's Back. So those are the documentary short nominees. Again, I've only seen one, but I'm going to catch up on the rest of those and then let you guys know what I think. But for Best Director, you've got Agina Galdanova for Queendom, which I'm going to get around to soon. You have Baso Adra, Hamdan Balal, and Rachel Zar, and Yuval Abraham for No Other Land. You have Johan Grimprez for soundtrack to a Coup d'etat. You have Julian Brave for Sugarcane, and then Shiri Ito for Black Box Diaries. I probably would give it to Shiri Ito personally, because I think that's just super brave. This girl this woman is directing a documentary about her own sexual assault that happened to her, and is using it as a case to fight the Japanese culture that
Out?
So I think that is like very brave for her to be able to do that, and so so that's why I would definitely give it to Shirita. Yeah. And then for best cinematography, we have Agent of Happiness, Helen and the Bear. Never even heard of that one. My Sweet Land, Queendom, and then Sugarcane. Then for best editing, we have Black Box Diaries, Helen and the Bear, Helen and the Bear, Helen, I think it was. No, Helen and the Bear is what it's called. That's weird. That must have been a typo on there. And then Helen and the Bear, and then My Sweet Land, and then Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, and then Sugarcane. I would give that Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat. The editing of that is fantastic. I wasn't huge on that documentary itself, because it's like felt more like a PowerPoint presentation, but it was extremely well made. I'll say that. But best original music score, Frida, Life and Other Problems. What other problems? My Sweet Land, Sugarcane, and then The Remarkable Life of Ebo. That did have a really good score. Then the next one is for writing, which is Ernest Cole, Also Found. And yes, guys, documentaries technically do have scripts, but they're used as outlines, and like you write the questions and write stuff like that.
Or sometimes, I notice too that what they'll do too, if it's an interviewing a subject, they'll literally like have the questions on there.
Yeah. So sometimes.
Oh, and my teacher, though, if we ever do an interview, we should follow my teacher's guidelines, like for the interview, though, what he does with his.
Oh, really?
Okay.
What does he do?
He'll write down all the questions that he's going to ask him, right?
Yeah.
And then he completely throws it out the window, because he'll ask questions similar, but not ones that'll sound rehearsed.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I get that. Yeah, or and a lot of times people, so almost like he writes the questions, but then kind of improvises it in a way, like
because because sometimes the questions can like sound rehearsed,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because like Mike, like this, like why do you think The Brutalist is going to win Best Picture, right? And then if I ask that, beforehand, right? And then I'll go like this, like, why do you think The Brutalist is going to win Best Picture versus the other movies?
True.
Oh,
so it feels more natural when you do that one.
Write the question down to like give himself like a map of like what he basically wants to find out, but he'll change how he phrases it to make it sound more natural,
Yeah, that's what I do when I get like celebrity interviews on here and I like interview them. I will write out all the questions and then I'll kind of like still ask that question but kind of word it in a way that makes it feel like we're having a normal conversation rather than just trying to say something rehearsed. So yeah, that's just
complete sense.
smart way to do it.
Makes complete sense.
So
your teacher's a smart man.
Yeah, so then you also have Medea, Seeking Mavis Beacon, soundtrack to Cootie Tots, and then Piece by Piece actually getting in. So
I want to see that. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, I do too. I think I unfortunately missed it at my local dollar theater, but I'm gonna get around seeing it very soon.
It didn't make a lot of money, but I've heard that it was good.
No. Yeah.
Dan loved it, right? Didn't he?
It's directed by Morgan Neville too, who did "Won't You Be My Neighbor" and that Steve Martin documentary from this year.
Dan loved it, didn't he?
The Piece by Piece. Oh yeah, he loved it a lot. So yeah, I was like, at first I wasn't excited about it. Then I saw Morgan Neville was attached. I was like, whoa, what? And I was like shocked, and I was like, okay, I'm seeing this like as soon as I can. Like, what? I had no idea.
I don't know if this is the place to ask, though. Because it is about documentaries. Like, who do you guys think is the greatest documentary filmmaker of all time?
I don't know.
Scorsese's up there because his docs. I would say obviously Morgan Neville is up there. Good question. Those are like the two that I like have in the top of my head right now. Who?
You know who mine is though?
Who?
Claude Lanzmann. Shoah.
Oh, Shoah. Yeah. He did Shoah. And then also the one that did like Streetwise too. That one, that director.
I like documentaries that with the shots that they do. It looks like they have a budget, but like how they do it, like it's shot in a very unique way. If that makes sense. Like
yeah,
like for a documentary, I'm like, damn, this production looks good. Like. Wow, I would not be expecting. It's not just some dude with a camcorder, like it's like
for me, it's more so ones that don't necessarily feel like docs. So like a lot of times the talking head docs are like some of them can be really good, and then some of them can be kind of hit or miss. But like stuff that like feels more personal and feels more honest and truthful. And then also I'm a sucker for like archival footage, so like I love like if I can see like archival footage or stuff like that, and I'm like kind of blown away at like how they got that footage. I'm like, whoa, how did you get that old footage to put in here and such? So like soundtrack to a Cootie Tot, that's all archival. There's not a single bit of actual like interviews or anything. That's like it is all. There's interviews, but it's archival interviews. There's not a single bit.
Too, Andrew. Though I would not recommend those show with you. Just let you know.
I should. If you don't want a movie, I'd recommend that's kind of a documentary, yet it's kind of not at the same time.
What?
Einstein and the Bomb.
What?
Einstein and the Bomb. It's called.
Oh yeah,
Have you ever seen it?
yeah. I still have to. I still do have to see that one because it's pretty short.
Oh, it was
I've not
so.
seen it yet.
I strongly recommend it as a double feature. Everybody's was talking about Barbenheimer last year. This movie and Oppenheimer feel like organically they just meld so much together. Like it shows
Yeah.
how Einstein felt, of like his guilt, like knowing that his equation led to all this death, and all that stuff. And it just feels so emotional, and it feels part movie, part documentary in a way. Like, it doesn't
Okay.
as hey, I'm acting,
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
yeah,
like
I'll check.
Andrew, though, I would
I'll
not
check that
recommend
one
those
out.
show
That
with
the perfect. Oh yeah, no, the perfect double feature this year. Once y'all see Sing Sing, once it's available to watch for you guys at home, I'm gonna say don't just watch Sing Sing. Make it a night and do a double feature of Daughters on Netflix and then Sing Sing. Like those are like the two, that's like the perfect double feature of this year. It's like you can't really get much better than that double feature.
Unless
But
it's a Gladiator,
yeah, for
then
best
Gladiator.
TV. Oh no, but I'm talking about two 2024 releases, but
Okay.
that are similar. Not like Wicked and Gladiator 2 are going to be kind of nothing alike. I'm saying like stuff where like
that's a fun double feature, but it's not like the
yeah.
best double feature because they're organically two different types of movies. One is light and fun, and the other is dark and heavy. So
yeah. So, and then for best TV feature documentary, I'm gonna do Night is Not Eternal, Stolen Gold, the Killer? I don't know. And then The American Families, 1991 to 2024, Best Curated Series, 30 for 30, 99. We all share 99% of the same DNA. That's actually, wow, that's a crazy name. Independent Lens, POV, and then the New York. Oh, wait, no, I think that's something else. And then the other one is New York Times. Oh, no, that's okay. Independent Lens is a part of that. So those are the nominees are right there. So that makes sense. I kind of confused me the way they worded that. The best episodic series, we have A Real Bug's Life, Couples Therapy, Queens, Negotiators, and then We're Here. The best limited series, we have A Town Called Victoria, Choir, Hitler and the Nazis, Evil on Trial, Murder in Boston, Roots, Rampage, and Reckoning, and then Stacks, Soulsville, USA. So that is all the TV/movie nominees there for the IDA Documentary Awards, and then the actual award show itself will be held on December 5th. So we will be able to come back here and tell you guys what won on December 5th and or around that time and everything, and tell you guys the actual winner, and then like update our predictions. I will give you guys. We'll all kind of talk about our predictions in the categories once we go over the list here. But I'm going to give you guys my updated 5 here in just a second for best documentary. Once we move on to our to the ones that are eligible for documentary, as well as a bunch of other things, because the long lists have just been announced for 3 categories at the Oscars, for animated feature, for international feature, and for documentaries. So
when did they long list for best picture?
There's none. Right, Mike?
So let's see here.
Right, Mike?
Reporter.
I'm pretty certain on 3 of the best animated features. What is getting in?
No, that's the same one. Not Hollywood Reporter. I went Deadline. My bad. Made a mistake.
Give the animated.
Right, Mike? So, Mike, like, do what did Andrew ask me, though?
Yeah.
He's like this. He's like, when is the long
Not
list
here,
for
by the
Best
way,
Picture
'cause
out?
Andrew sounds muted. Oh,
Is it me?
boy. Okay. Let's do that thing again. Hold up. Yeah, I can't hear you, so I'm gonna take out my headset. That works better. Can you not try speaking now?
Okay,
Yes,
can you hear me, Mike? Right?
I
What
could
the
hear.
hell? Seriously? Okay. I'm gonna back out of the stream and then come back in. This is stupid. I'll be right back.
I can guarantee you, Ross. I know 3 of the Best Picture nominees. I can.
I could name you 5.
It's going to be The Wild Robot,
Oh no! Oh, you mean for Amity? Yep. And while we're out, it's in there. Yep.
Inside Out 2,
Yep.
and what's that animated movie? Michael sent me this trailer. It's this anime movie with like this
The
cat.
snail.
What?
Oh, Flo.
Yes, and then possibly Moana 2, depending upon the.
All right, there we go. I can hear you now.
Okay, hey Mike. Like, do it. Andrew asked me though.
What?
When is the long list for Best Picture going to come out? I said it won't. They don't do that.
Yeah, no, there is no long list for Best Picture.
Do you want to hear my short list for 3 animated movies that I can guarantee you are going to get in? That like I'm willing to bet money on it.
Sure.
The Wild Robot.
Yeah.
Inside Out 2.
Yeah.
And Flow. And maybe Moana 2. Maybe depending upon the reviews. I'm leaving that as a tentative, like, it's possible.
Yeah. I think
But
it's possible, but I feel like out of everything, I feel like that's one that's like snubbable, depending on how it is.
You know, okay.
especially
Do you know which one I know is going to get nominated? I think honestly.
What?
Okay, I think Inside Out 2, of course.
Yeah.
Wild Robot.
Yeah.
Flow.
Yeah.
Memories of a Snail.
Yeah, definitely.
And then there's one more. That one, the last one's tough. Anything could get in, I think, honestly, at this time. Anything.
Yeah.
And
they could go with Look Back because that's, an anime and they love anime. We've seen the Academy freaking loves to nominate anime.
They could also go for Transformers 1 too, also. You don't know.
Yeah, or they could go for something like they also love those like Wallace and Gromit, Shaun the Sheep kind of stuff, and so they could go with the new Wallace and Gromit movie and everything. So
I can, and there's another reason I do not think Moana 2 is getting in, and I could be completely wrong. Disney would literally be fighting themselves because Inside Out.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, because we've literally had years like Brave got nominated and won the same year that Wreck-It Ralph was also nominated.
And then also, like the year that Big Hero 6 came out.
Yeah. Yeah, so Pixar and Disney are like two separate things. They're owned by the same company, but they're practically, but they compete against each other constantly in these kind of stuff. So, yeah,
it's not like Andrew. It's not like like any other category. Like it's where if you have like two similar films or like two actors from the same film, there's not going to be any boat splitting at all.
Yeah.
I get.
But yeah, so pretty much the Oscars, it says, has revealed the list of documentary animation international eligible for consideration. So This is their long list, so we will check and see which ones are on here and see if there's any notable like snubs or anything that we want to talk about if we notice any. So for best anime feature, we've got Art College 1994, which 1994 is a great year, but never even heard of Art College. Then we've got Captain Avispa, which I've also not heard of. Chicken for Linda, which I have heard of, and I'm planning on watching it for the end of the year. So it's like an hour and 17 minutes, and it's on VOD, so I can like watch it easily. So that one, that's like one of those weird ones that maybe could get in. We have The Colors Within, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. Oh, I didn't even know Looney Tunes came out with a new one. That's cool.
Alicia's been hyping it up.
Oh my god! Of course he has.
Who's been hyping it up?
Alessio, on Facebook and such. And then Despicable Me 4, and then my favorite anime film of the decade, which is Flow, and then the Garfield movie, and then Ghost, Cat, and Zoo, The Glass Worker, The Imaginary, Inside Out 2, Kensuke's Kingdom, Kung Fu Panda 4, Living Large, Look Back, it is in there, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, Mars Express, Memoir of a Snail, Moana 2, Piece by Piece, Rocket, at least you have that on the long list, Rocket Club Across the Cosmos, Sirocco and the Kingdom of Winds, Spellbound, Sultana's Dream, That Christmas, Thelma and the Unicorn, Transformers 1, Ultraman Rising, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and The Wild Robot. The only one...
Oh, yeah, too, but Andrew, to Mike and Andrew, sorry, but, to answer your question, I just went through everything, animated feature category, right? And since 2001, since the category has been around, it's happened 5 times, and guess what? One year, there was 3 nominated.
From Disney?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So, yeah.
Brave, Frankenweenie, and then Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. Wow. And Wreck-It Ralph should have won that year, in my opinion. So the only one here that I think is notably missing is Orion in the Dark. But that's the only one here that I don't see on the long list. I've
never seen it yet. I want to see it.
I do agree with you on that. There were a few on here that I'm like, no way, is that gonna get nominated? The Garfield movie, no way, is that gonna get nominated? There was another one you said that I was like, no.
Yeah. Despicable Me 4 was one.
Apparently, Ray Ortho loves Ultraman.
Yeah, but he's Ray Ortho. But
I seriously do not think Despicable Me 4 is getting in. I enjoyed the movie. I had fun with it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be upfront and say that, but no way is it going to compete with things like The Wild Robot, Inside Out 2, and all those other great movies. No way.
Actually, I might watch Ultraman. You know why, too?
Why?
It has 47 reviews, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's at 85.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that ain't too shabby. That's actually really, really good. So yeah, I think my my 5 that I have getting into best anime feature right now. And I do want to throw out though, I don't think there's a lot of these that are your ones that you haven't really heard of that much. And I think the only one of those that will make it any kind of a stamp is Chicken for Linda. That one could be a weird one that's maybe gets into Globes and you're like, what the fuck? Why is that there? And that one could get into a few other ones like that. But I don't know if it'll go all the way to the Oscars, but I could see it getting into a few of the award shows for animated feature. But the ones I do have getting in are The Wild Robot. I have that one in first place right now. And then Inside Out 2, Memoir of a Snail, Flow, and then right now I do have Moana 2. But and those are my 5 that I have. But I would not be surprised if Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foul gets in there, because they fucking love your like chicken runs.
I do love Wallace. Have you ever seen the old short Andrew of Wallace and Gromit or no?
No.
Oh, what? Oh! They are made for you, Andrew.
I did see Curse of the Were Rabbit in theaters when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, too. I got a question about the Golden Globe this year too.
What?
Will they? Will they pull the racism again this year? You think?
Will they what?
Will they pull another racist move again like they did a few years ago?
What racist move are you referring to?
With the movie Minari? Will they pull something like that again, you think?
It seems like they are going to, because apparently there is a very strong chance that they might nominate Dee Dee for Best International Feature, even though literally Dee Dee is an American feature, but just so happens to have several international scenes in there, but it's mostly in English. Most of the movie is in English, and it's like, so it's really strange to me. I don't get it. Sometimes I'll do that, but I mean, I would love for Dee Dee to get nominated because it's in my top 10 of the year. But it's kind of one of those ones where it's like,
I have to see though. I do have to see The Wild Robot though.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good.
So good.
And then I
cannot wait. Really, really want to check it out though.
Emotional, funny.
Nolan loved it.
Oh yeah, and if you loved it, then that tells you something.
It's
and then I also cannot wait for y'all to see Flow. Like, guys, that is the fact I was able to be a sobbing wreck by the end of that movie, and it didn't have a single word of dialogue. That just tells you how
just
impactful.
Like Robot Dreams. I wept in Robot Dreams.
Oh yeah. So it's like, it is a beautiful, beautiful movie. So I am excited for you guys to check that out. I'm just trying to see. Okay. There is one I want to point out that was missing in the anime feature one. And yes, this does count, even though we haven't seen the movie yet. Unless there's like a live action character that like pops up out of the blue or whatever. If it's like the last one, this does count. All right? Because the last one actually competed in this category.
I know it. And
is Mufasa the Lion King. That is not on there as a eligible film this year. So even though it is computer animated, and it got Best Animated Feature at the Globes. I don't know if it got in at the Oscars for Best Animated Feature that year.
No,
it definitely got it. But it definitely got in at like the Golden Globes for Best Animated Feature and other stuff like that. So there is that I thought was like, okay, that's kind of interesting that they decided to leave that one out. And then the other one I wanted to point out is, I'm not like super surprised, but like Aggro Drift, if that counts, because it's like all done and it's animated, but it's like all done through like the heat vision stuff. Like, you know how like the Predator, when he looks at you, I forget the kind of vision it's called, but it's like it's all done in that style. It's very odd and kind of weird, but from what I've heard, it's like kind of a interesting film. But those are
vision. Sorry,
infrared vision. That was it. Yeah, infrared. So So yeah, those are the and no Megamind versus Doom Syndicate, but no, just kidding.
Snub.
But no,
Snub.
exactly. But no, those are the only ones that I can see on here that are
Did see that movie. I actually did see that movie, and it was kind of so bad. It was funny. I'm going to admit.
nice. So yeah, that is the list there for animated. So for best documentary feature, they've got Adriana and the Castle, After the Rain, Putin's Stolen Children Come Home. They only come home after the rain? Okay, I guess that's interesting. Agent of Happiness, and then Am I Racist? Oh my god. I cannot believe. Okay, that's interesting. That's well, it is a long list. That's definitely not making the short list, but
Am I racist?
yeah, that's definitely not going to make the short list. I can tell you that. If it does, it's going to get outrage. So let me just say that. Damn. And then I have not seen it yet, but I just know all the hate it's been getting. And then we have American Cats. More cats from this year, which is the good, the bad, and the cuddly. So more stuff with cats. And then Americans with No Address. America's Burning. And So It Begins. At the Door of the House, Who Will Come Knocking? We shall find out. And then Bad Actor, a Hollywood Ponzi Scheme. Bad Faith, Bad River, Behind the Mist, the BB Files, Black Box Diaries, I'm glad that's there, Black Girls, Blind Spot, Blink, which I missed unfortunately, but I have heard really good things about it. Bob Mackie, Naked Illusion, The Body Politic, Bread and Roses, Brief Tender Light, Carol Dota topless at the Condor. Oh shit, she's topless? Damn. Okay. That one's got my attention. Just saying, I'm gonna be looking for that. Where is that streaming? Is that on Pornhub? Damn. I wanna find that one very soon. And then we've got Carville, Winning is Everything Stupid. So
Oh yeah, too. Like there's one though. Like I wonder like if there's like when we get to the bottom. I wonder if I forget if I saw a name because I want to bring up something that like Haunted Hippie said about a documentary this year though.
What?
No.
Will and Harper.
Oh, what about? It is streaming on Tubi. Damn. Okay, so I can see Carol Dota topless at the Condor. Damn. I'm okay. I'm gonna have to see how topless she gets. All right.
No. Because Mike, though, do you know why too?
Why?
Because like she brought up actually a valid complaint about Will and Harper that I'll tell you later.
Oh,
you know, like on the bottom, it's made the list. Okay, about how it's basically a sanitized version. Do you know why?
Why?
Because the person hangs around with Will Ferrell, so they're gonna have like a lot more protection than a normal trans person.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's
and then
true.
also,
that's true.
And then also, with him dressing up like that, all the attention is kind of taken away from his friend, which is like kind of odd.
And also, I'm upset because we're past the bees. There's a certain movie not on here that I'm pissed about.
Which one?
The classic Pitcon.
Oh my god. No.
First movie of the year.
That one does not deserve it. Then we've got Uh, Casa Bonita Mi Amor. And then Catching Fire, the story of Anita Pallenberg. Celebrity Laughter, the life of films of Colin Higgins. The Commandment's Shadow. Copa 71. The Cowboy and the Queen. The Homie. Daughters. Yes, I'm so glad Daughters gone. Death Without Mercy. Ein Hunter Veer. Okay. And then Elton John, Never Too Late. Wow. Okay, I got in. Glad I was, for whatever reason, I wasn't expecting them to make the most. Eno, and then Ernest Cole, Lost and Found. Escape from Extinction, Rewilding.
Wait, though. I just realized something. Sorry. I realized something about animated feature, though.
What?
Never mind. I made the list. Sorry, I was looking at these. Lord of the Rings made it. I was just checking,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that one made it. And then Escape from Extinction, Rewilding, Every Little Thing, The Fabulous Gold Harvesting Machine. How fabulous is it? Farming, The Revolution, Favoriton, Federer, 12 Final Days, Fighting Spirit, a combat chaplain story, 500 Days in the Wild, The Flats, Flipside, Following Harry, Food and Country, Food Inc. 2, Forgetting the Mini, The Royal Pardon of Alan Turing, Frank Miller, American Genius.
Ooh, Alan Turing, interesting guy.
Oh, really?
Do you remember the movie the Imitation Game?
Oh, yeah.
That's him.
Oh, like the guy that Benedict Cumberbatch played?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. I remember that now. Interesting. I'll have to see that because I'm a big history buff, so I might actually like that one.
Don't mind.
So then we have Frida, then From Ground Zero, Cacho, or Gacho. I didn't say it. And then Girl State, God and Country, Gonzo for Democracy, The Grab, The Greatest Night in Pop, which is really fun. Happy Campers, Happy Clothes, a film about Patricia Field, Hidden Master, The Legacy of George Platt Lines, Hollywood Gate, Home Ground, How to Come Alive with Norman Mailer, Hummingbirds, I Am Celine Dion, I Can't Breathe, and then In Between Stars and Scars, Masters of Cinema. Oh, that sounds interesting. A documentary about cinema. I'll have to look that one up. I'm going to definitely have to look through all these just to try to get...
because like into and like there's a documentary on here that confuses me though.
Which one?
Spellbound.
Oh, really? Why is that confusing?
Because there's another documentary from like 2002 called Spellbound, and I want to make a joke about it though.
Oh,
that only you and I would get right now.
What?
Okay. It's a documentary like about the spelling bee, right? The National Spelling Bee?
Oh, yeah.
And chances it would be Gus's favorite movie, right?
Yes.
Would it be, you think, or no?
Oh, yeah. And then he would watch it on loop in the psych office, and then and then Sean would just lose his mind. And then we've got Indigo Girls, It's Only Life After All, Intercepted, Invisible Nation, It Happened on Our Ground, Jewel of the Desert, Jim Henson Idea Man, Join or Die. Well, that's like threatening. Golly. And then Just a Bit Outside, the story of the 1982 Milwaukee Brewers, King of Kings, Chasing Edward Jones, Kiss the Future. I would rather kiss a girl than kiss the future, just saying. And The Landscape, and The Fury, The Last Journey, The Last of the Sea Women, The Last Ones, Leap of Faith, Left Behind, Legacy, The Decolonized History of South Africa, Look Into My Eyes, Lost Angel, The Genius of Judy Sill, The Lost Legacy of Tony Gaudio, Lovely Jackson, Lover of Men, The Untold History of Abraham Lincoln, Luther, Never Too Much, Mad About the Boy, The Noel Coward Story, Made in England, The Films of Powell and Pressburger, Majority Rules, Marching in the Dark, Martha, Maya and the Wave, Medea, Merchant Ivory, Mom and Dad's Nipple Factory. Oh, damn. Can Donna, the topless girl or whatever, go to that nipple factory? Then we just have one big party. Then Money Electric, the Bitcoin Mystery, Mountain Queen, the Summits of Lakpa Sherpa, and then Music by John Williams, My Sweet Land, Natter's Treasure, Never Look Away, A New Kind of Wilderness, New Wave, No One Asked You. Well, that's rude. No Other Land, Nocturnes, Nurse Unseen, October Hate, The Fight for the Soul of America, Of Color and Ink, One Person, One Vote, 1489, One with the Whale, Osgosh, Patrice the Movie, A Photographic Memory, Piece by Piece, Porcelain War. Oh, that's a really good one. Power Queendom, Ray of Hope, The Remarkable Life of Evelyn. Glad that one got in there. Remembering Gene Wilder. That one got in there.
Yes, I was hoping that one would get in there.
And then Resurgo, Detroit, The Rise from Within, Resonator, Sabbath Queen, Samuel, Hollywood versus Hollywood, Seeking Mavis Beacon, Separated, She Rises Up, The Sinking of the Lisbon Maru, The Sixth, 64 Days, The Insurrection Playbook, Skywalker's A Love Story. I'm so glad that one got in there. That was a great doc. And then Sorry, Not Sorry, Soundtrack to a Coup d'etat, State Organs Unmasking Transplant Abuse in China, Stolen Time, Stripped for Parts, American Journalism on the Brink, Studio One Forever, Sugarcane, Super Slash Man, the Christopher Reeve Story, Sweetheart Deal, Taking Venice, The Taste of Mango, The Tuba Thieves 2073, Uncropped, Unfightable, Union, Veselka, The Rainbow of the Corner at the Center of the World, Vigilantes Incorporated, America's New Vote Suppression Hitman, War Game, We Will Dance Again, Welcome to Babel, Whale Restaurant, Who's Afraid of Nathan Long? Okay, good. I was worried at first, like with the alphabet. I was like, oh God, did they forget Will and Harper? But then I forgot my alphabet for a second. Then Will and Harper, William Shatner, You Can Call Me Bill, The World According to Allie Willis. Yes, I'm glad that got on in there. That's awesome. The World is Family, Zinta, and then Yinta, and then Zerwaski v. Texas. So that is a very long list, but that is the list of all the documentaries. The only one I can think of out of the top of my head that is like missing, that is very sad that it's not here, is Billy and Molly and Otter Love Story. I got to see that one.
Well, what about the other one? What that Netflix one nominated? You said?
Which one? The one I watched
The
tonight?
video game one? Yeah.
Yeah, that one was not made. So
Yeah, too. And then, like, do you know what I think could be a surprise winner, though, too?
we're on the longest of days. But which one?
Mom and Dad's Nipple Factory. No. I read what it's about,
What?
and it sounds like it could be a real winner, too.
Really? What is it about?
After his wife Randy survives breast cancer and a mastectomy, serial entrepreneur and tinkerer Brian Johnson embarks on a mission to build a perfect prosthetic nipple and help her feel complete. From bedroom in Wisconsin, the couple launches a nipple prosthetic business that has the power to change thousands of lives.
Oh my god, that actually does sound really good.
That actually sounds like it could be a winner, right?
Yeah, so I'll have to look into that.
No, you like one like that could win.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I think that that definitely sounds like it has potential, but this is a stacked, like this is one of our most stacked years for documentary.
There's one thing missing though, the Beach Boys one.
Oh yeah, the Beach Boys one's not there. Also, Bratz, about the Brat Pack, that premiere that was on Hulu is not there. And then I also want to mention Sperm World, which is one that I haven't finished yet, but I got around to starting it, and it's actually pretty good docked, surprisingly, for a movie called Sperm World. But yeah, that one wasn't on there. So there's a few. Let me see if I can have or
there's one more, but that's too long. Huh?
I think so. Yeah, that would be kind of a little bit too long. Dude, the what the hell? I love the app, but like the awards expert app needs to they need to fix their stuff. They have Emilia Pérez in documentary. What the hell? That's weird. They gotta fix their app.
I don't I'm starting to get tired of them too.
And then yeah, that's true. Oh, The Brink of Dreams. That's one that was missing that I've heard was really good. And then at least I think it was. And then Igualada, I don't think that was on there. Oh yeah, Bye Bye Tiberius. I don't know if that was eligible for last year or this year, but that was really good. One that I did watch also was No Dogs or Italians Allowed, which is like a claymation documentary, and that was like really, really good. And that wasn't in there. So you can't have them all, but they definitely had a good lineup there. One of the IDA ones though that I don't think did make it was, I don't think it was, let me go back up to the A's. I don't think Agent of Happiness made it. So
I think
no Agent of oh wait, yeah, it is. It's the third one right there. Okay, cool. I thought I missed that, but no. So yeah, so pretty much the ones that I mentioned there are the ones I missed. But
well, yeah, Andrew, Andrew, like we do want you to watch more documentaries, and there's one when it comes to Max, you'll have to watch it too. Okay?
What one?
Superman. You're gonna love it.
Oh yeah, the Superman one is definitely up your alley. Here are my 5 picks for best documentary feature. I actually updated them recently, and it kind of hurt my heart to take out Will and Harper. I literally just took it out, but the 5 I have getting in is No Other Land, Sugarcane, Black Box Diaries, Daughters, and then Soundtrack to a Coup d'Etat. Those are the 5 that I have getting in right now, with number 6 being like very, very close to possibly getting in there as The Remarkable Life of Evelyn. Those are like the kind of 5 that I have getting in, with that one like super, super close to getting in. So I'll have to see how it all plays out. It's going to be a harder category until we get more info on it.
When we get the short list, when you actually get the actual short list.
Yeah, so once we actually get the short lists, I mean, if you guys want to throw out what you guys think would be nominated, the 5 that you think,
I don't know. It's too hard,
now, but it's like
I have to see more.
Yeah, it's definitely one where it's gonna be harder to know for sure. But yeah, those are definitely my 5 that I have. But it's gonna be. All I know is that this is gonna be a year where, if y'all are fans of the celebrity docs, I just don't think any of those are getting in. And then for best international feature film,
this longest list out of there.
Oh, this is the longest list of them all.
Watch, scroll down all the way to the bottom just to see.
Oh my, oh jeez. Okay, I will try.
Wait. Oh,
quick. Yeah. So we have best international film. We have from Albania, Water Drop. From Algeria, Algiers. From Argentina, Kill the Jockey. From Armenia, we have Yasha and Leonid Brezhnev. From Austria, we have The Devil's Bath. From Bangladesh, we have The Wrestler. From Belgium, we have Julia Keeps Quiet. From Bolivia, we have Own Hand. From Bosnia and Herzegovina, oh, that's interesting. So, okay, both. We have My Late Summer. And then from Brazil, I'm Still Here. From Bulgaria, I mean, we have Triumph. From Cambodia, we have Meeting the Pol Pot. From Cameroon, we have Kismet. From Canada, we have Universal Language. From Chile, we have Inner Place. From Colombia, we have La Suprema. And then from Costa Rica, we have Memories of a Burning Body. From Croatia, we have Beautiful Evening, Beautiful Day. It is indeed. And then from Czech Republic, we've got Waves. From Denmark, The Girl with the Wolf. That is a dark movie. Then from Dominican Republic, we've got Air Just Breathe. From Ecuador, we have Behind the Mist. From Egypt, we have Flight 404. From Estonia, we have 8 Views of Lake Biwa. From Finland, we have Family Time. From France, we have Emilia, Pérez. From Georgia, we have The Antique. From Germany, Seed of the Sacred Fig. Greece, Murderous. Guatemala, Rita. Hong Kong, Twilight of the Warriors, Walled In. From Hungary, we've got Semmelweis. From Iceland, we've got Touch. From India, we've got Lost Ladies. Indonesia, we've got Women from Rhode Island. From Iran, we have In the Arms of the Tree. From Iraq, we've got Baghdad Masai, which, by the way, I just want to throw that out there, that India done goofed this year with their pick with Lost Ladies, because they had All We Imagine Is Light, and if they would have gone with All We Imagine Is Light, they could have potentially had a top 3 contender here. But
also, this is the second time in like 3 years that they've screwed up.
Yeah, because of RRR as well.
Yep.
Which was another example of where they screwed up big time. So India needs to get their act together for submitting the films. And then we've got In the Arms of the Tree from Iran. From Iraq, we've got the Bahad Masai. We have from Ireland, Kneecap, which I should be checking out here very soon. And then Israel, we've got Come Closer. From Italy, we have Vermiglio, which I absolutely adore. From Japan, we've got Cloud. From Kazakhstan, we've got Purina Salu. From Kenya, we've got Nawi. From Chrysanthemum, we've got Paradise at Mother's Feet. From Latvia, we have Flow. From Lebanon, we have Arzi. From Lithuania, we've got Drowning Dry. From Malaysia, okay, I'm going to try to pronounce this. A bang a dick, Malta. Castilla. Castilla.
I have a request, Mike, though. I have a request.
What?
Okay. if it gets nominated, right?
Uh
Zaire is saying that.
huh. A bang a dick. Dude, that's just gonna be really funny. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What do you think?
That's what.
A bang, a dick.
I'm gonna have to look more into that because is it saying that Sujo is from all those different countries, or is that like, or is it saying that like because it says Malaysia, oh wait, yeah, I'm confused on the way it's worded. So I don't know if it's Sujia or if Bangladesh Malta is the country or what's going on there. It's weird the way it's designed there, so I'll have to look deeper into that one. But then we've got Mongolia. If only I could hibernate. Seriously, it is cold as fuck. And then Montenegro, we got Supermarket. And then Morocco, everybody loves Tuda. Nepal they have Shambhala. Netherlands, Memory Lane. Nigeria, My Martaba. Norway, Arman. Pakistan, The Glass Worker. Palestine, From Ground Zero. Panama, Wake Up Mom. Paraguay, The Last Ones. Peru is Yanawara. Philippines, And So It Begins. Poland, Under the Volcano. Portugal has Grand Tour. Romania is 3 kilometers to the end of the world. And then from Senegal, we have Dahomey. We've got Serbia entry, which is Russian consul. And then Singapore, we've got La Luna. From Slovakia, we've got the Hungarian dressmaker. From Slovenia, we've got Family Therapy. From South Africa, we've got Old Righteous Blues. From South Korea, we've got 1212, The Day. From Spain, we got Saturn Return. From Sweden, we got The Last Journey. From Switzerland, we got Queens. From Taiwan, we got Old Fox. From Tajikistan, we got Melody. From Thailand, yes, we got How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies, which I just love that. And then Tunisia, which is Take My Breath. Turkey is Life. And then Ukraine is La Paliciadia. And then from United Kingdom, we have Santosh. And then Venezuela, Back to Life. And then Vietnam, Peach Blossom, Faux, and Piano. So
Why was Mina Perez not?
Oh no, it was. They mentioned it in for France. It was
I thought it was a Spanish movie.
I think it's because of like Zoe Saldana's plot line or something is like has to do with France. I really don't know why France submitted it, but it's interesting. I'll have to look more into.
You guys also doing the director's French.
Oh, the director's French. Okay, then I guess that makes sense. That's why they submitted it for it. The one that's not on here that I thought maybe I don't know if.
Okay. Do what it was too.
What?
Sorry, Emilia Perez. I looked up. Emilia Perez is a French film because it's shot entirely in France.
Oh, okay. It was shot in France. That makes sense. Yeah. I don't really know like what all was submitted in the different countries, but I think that all this is pretty is a pretty good list here. The ones I have getting into the 5 are Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, The Sea of the Sacred Fig, How to Make Millions Before Grandma Dies, and then Vermiglio. Those are the 5 I do have getting in. But I don't be surprised if something like Kneecap gets in there. That is very possible. Or if they just go Gaga for Flow, even though it has no dialogue.
Or the Bang and Deck one.
I could do that one. Big one. Oh my god.
What if Emilia Perez gets in though?
Emilia Perez. I have that in.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
yeah, that's like my number one slot right now because I think if it gets in for pitcher, then it gets in for that. But if I'm Still Here gets in for pitcher, which some people have been predicting that, then Emilia Perez may not win. Just want to throw that out there. So there's a good chance. We'll have to see. But I will say The Girl with a Needle, I have at number 6, but like what I don't know if the international branch is that dark. That movie is bleak as hell. Like it is dark. I don't know if they would go that dark with a pick, but
So it's an Andrew movie, right?
we'll see. Oh God, no. God damn no. But man, was it the biggest shocker of the year. That's for damn sure.
Can I go first for the next segment because it is getting a little bit late?
Yeah. So we can talk about in things on Emilia Perez and talking about what we. Speaking of Emilia Perez, it was a good segue there. We will talk about what we think of Emilia Perez as a sort of an Oscar kind of contender. Before we do that, I do want to take a few comments here. Brian says he's also surprised that there was no Orion in the Dark, even though it came out in January. And then he says, my 5 are The Day the Earth Blew Up, Wallace and Gromit, Moana 2, Inside Out 2, and Wild Robot. Wow. So you don't have Flo getting in. That
Or Snail.
Yeah, or Memoir of a Snail. I think one of those two definitely are getting in for sure. But we shall see. So yeah, Emilia Perez came out on Netflix on the 18th, I want to say. I could be totally wrong on that.
Not this Wednesday, but last Wednesday.
Yeah, not this Wednesday, but last Wednesday. And so we finally got around to seeing it. All of us have. And this is, a big Oscar contender. We've been saying it's like the ABC Oscars, but it's sort of like the ABCDE Oscars because, Anora, Brutalist, Conclave, Dune, and Emilia Perez. So,
No, but now, given the reviews, it's the ABCDEW Oscars at this point.
But there's more.
yeah.
Because after the reviews of Wicked has been getting, it's kind of this is a contender kind of a thing where
Yeah.
I think Emilia Perez was a very iffy movie for me when it comes to the Oscar movies. Like there were moments that I genuinely felt like, okay, I 100% am behind this movie getting a nomination. And then there were other things that I'm like, I feel like it's overhyped. So it felt like it was a little bit of that in the middle movie. To me, it's that movie, kind of like as me or Emilia were talking, Michael. It is this year's Maestro, where it's probably not gonna win. I couldn't even put it in my top 5 for winning. I would say I'd rather have Wicked, Gladiator 2, Anora, Conclave, or Dune Part 2. Any of those 5, I'd rather.
Or the Substance.
Or the Substance. I all of those. I'd probably prefer over Emilia Perez because this movie just felt really iffy. It had its great moments, but then it would have its other moments that I wasn't as big a fan of, especially the numbers. Like like some
Oh my
I
God. Yeah.
love musical theater. Over half of the numbers, especially in the first half, felt so quick and so like I'm getting into it, then I'm like, oh, it's done? Okay, moving on. And the song just didn't feel that, that memorable. That's why I messaged you saying the one song that you hated. I'm like, at least as I was watching it, at least I'm going to leave remembering that song. I'm going to leave remembering that scene and that song and those moments.
Yeah, I just hated it because it's like blah blah we tell you blah blah we tell you blah blah we tell you. That's exactly how it sounded, and I was like I almost got it nailed down to a T. Like that is exactly how it was so bad. It was so bad. Like goddamn.
All the other songs just felt so bland and just like so forgettable that actually felt like okay. But towards the second half, I did notice the songs felt more okay. I like this song more. Okay, I like that song more. But I could see this 100% getting in. I do not. I see this kind of being like you know how every year you have those movies that get in, and you're like 99% sure that's not gonna win, but it's a nomination.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those movies. I would put last as of now, dead last on my Oscar movie ranking. This would be last, but it's not a bad movie. If this was not nominated for an Oscar, I would be a lot more next to this movie. But just
too, and also too, dude. I like this way more than Maestro.
I'm so excited for.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see the other ones. Like Wicked, I'm so pumped for that. I'm Gladiator 2, so pumped. The Brutalist, I'm so pumped. Like I'm excited to see those.
So, Mike, is Gladiator 2 going to get in?
I have it in right now. I have both that and Wicked getting in. I really feel though, like if we get into a scenario where Gladiator 2 straight up bombs at the box office, because we have no like track record, like we have no tracking numbers on it. If it straight up makes like 10 million opening weekend on like its $2 million budget, I feel like that's gonna hurt its chances big time.
I don't think it will. I honestly don't think it will.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it will. I don't think it will either.
Then being Ridley Scott saying, "Hey, if we're gonna nominate a movie," and then people being like, "What? This movie's nominated for an Oscar? All right, let's go see it."
I mean, Ridley Scott though has been very hit or miss lately with the Academy.
Yeah, but the name Gladiator, is well known.
That's true. So that I think it'll still make.
And the original one won like with a massive hit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. And they were supposedly going to make this sequel like ages ago with Russell Crowe, and it was going to be like something where it's like he's in purgatory and he's like trying to fight his way out of like hell and all these different things. It was going to be a kind of a wild plot initially, but yeah, then we ended up getting this one. But I do think we'll get to Gladiator 2 next week when we talk next week's awards roundtable. But yeah, that's
big next week. Big.
Yeah.
Okay, if you consider spending 10 weeks in the top 10.
Oh yeah, that's pretty big.
And then it earned $187.87 million in the United States in 2000.
Oh yeah, and in 2000, that's a pretty big deal. So,
yeah. Okay, I like the Million Perez more than you guys, and it's better than Maestro, I think. But I remember 3 musical numbers, and then one of them was bad. One of them was the one that you were talking about, and then my 2 other favorite musical numbers, was where Zoe Saldana's singing to the doctor trying to convince him to do the operation. I thought that was actually a beautiful scene.
Yeah. Yeah, that
And
was
then when you like Emilia Perez literally like says she's in love with Zoe Saldana and she like takes her hand and she rubs her back.
oh yeah, that was really good. And then also my two favorites, I did like Mi Camino, which was like the one that Selena, I hated Selena Gomez's first song, but her second song she sang when she was in like the nightclub. I like that one a lot.
And people, she's not getting in.
No. And then I also liked my favorite song of the whole movie actually was the one that the little kid sings to like his to his dad, and he doesn't realize that it is his dad. Like, I thought that was really beautiful and touching, and I really liked that song a lot. But the rest of them were just very hit or miss. And Zoe Saldana is excellent, but I do think it's category fraud to put her in supporting.
That's what I was saying. That's going to be one of my complaints.
Yeah, because I feel like she is like practically co-lead for the film. And so the fact that she's being campaign and supporting, it's kind of weird.
I sadly do have to get going because it is late here.
Okay, that's fine.
Late here, but
Well, Andrew, like, do you think that Zoe Saldana is supporting?
Well, real quick before you go, just at least so you can be make your predictions. What categories do you have Emilia Perez getting into?
I think original screenplay.
It would be adapted screenplay.
Adapted. Picture. Maybe directing.
All right. And what about any of the acting? Do you have?
Not really.
Oh, okay. You don't have any of the actors? Not even Saldana or any of them?
Maybe Saldana.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, but I will see you guys later.
All right. See you later, man. So yeah, what I have Emilia Perez getting in for is I've got it in for pitcher, but I've dropped it lower since seeing it. And seeing also the buzz about it, like this is getting kind of Maestro level buzz because there are people who like you either like this film, love this film, or you hate this film. Like there are people like that. Like I've been seeing letterbox reviews are like 1 stars, half a star, 2 stars. Like I've seen some stuff on letterbox that like that. I'm like, oh shit. And people apparently are not happy. They say it's a very like surface level trans story. Like they're not satisfied with the way that they handle it or something. It's like very sugar coated or something. So I'm not trans, so I don't know the complaints, but I'm sorry to hear that for the trans community. But it's interesting that it is getting some complaints there. So we'll see how it does. But I do have it getting into pitcher. I have it getting into lead actress for Carla Sofia Gascon, which I would be fine with nominating her for lead because I do feel like she is co-lead, but I also feel like Zoe Saldana is also co-lead. But then we've got supporting actress with Zoe Saldana, adapted screenplay, international feature, and then editing. Even though I kind of had a little bit of issues with the editing, and then potentially sound because it is a musical. Potentially score, and then if you count them both, I have it 2 original songs in. So that would be about 9 for me that I have for Emilia Perez getting in. What about you, Ross? What
Okay, I got it in for like costumes.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even think about is
Oh
costume
yeah, to like cinematography, I think.
cinematography. Yeah, that's a good one.
Editing,
Yeah.
picture,
Oh yeah.
lead actress, and supporting actress, which I got it actually winning none.
Oh, nice. Actually, so for actress, right now, I would be willing to switch it at some point, but right now I still have Mikey Madison winning for Nora. And then supporting actress, like I talked about, I switched it to Ariana Grande for Wicked, but Zoe Saldana I could see winning. So
Imagine the Oscars, they pull the ultimate surprise, right?
yeah,
And then they have what they switch up and they put Zoe Saldana in lead.
that's what they did with Judas and the Black Messiah. So that is definitely very, very possible that, Judas and the Black Messiah, they were trying to campaign one of them is supporting, one of them in lead, and they both ended up getting supporting. So stuff like that can definitely happen. But continue. What other ones?
Or I don't know. I'll think about that, but yeah. And makeup.
Oh yeah, makeup.
You know what for?
What?
That Carla goes Sophia Gascon.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You were for though.
What?
Do you remember like when you see that Emilia before she got before her transition
Uh-huh.
in the van?
Wait, are you talking about the one that was like the man, like the one with the?
Yes, that was him before the transition. She plays 2 parts.
That was actually. Oh my god!
Yes, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Damn, I didn't even realize that. I thought they just had a different actor. Okay, that is really good. I might have to consider that. Yeah, I might have to consider that for makeup and hair, because that's really. Damn, that's really good. I didn't even know that. But yeah, so that's my predictions, and then that is Ross's predictions, which I counted 9. How many did you have?
I think 9. I didn't count, but I think 9 too. Maybe yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're both around 9. Andrew was around about 5. So we'll see how it all plays out once we get more info, once we track more of this award season, and you guys can track it along with us, and what will be our biggest, longest season to date, because we are going to be doing like this practically week to week or bi-weekly for you guys, and just keep on doing these for you guys, talking about winners of different award shows, talking about different nominees, short lists, long lists, all that good stuff. So let us know down below, what was your thoughts on Emilia Perez? Were you disappointed like I was? Were you satisfied with it like Ross was? Let me know down below. I would be interested in hearing your thoughts. And also, what do you guys think will make the short lists from the long lists and get in there? Also, love to hear your thoughts on that. Would love to hear your thoughts on what you think about the Conan O'Brien news, about the IDA noms, and much, much more. So I will read all your comments. So be sure you comment, like this video, subscribe, share it, get the word out there, make this season huge, guys. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. We will see you all in the next episode. And until next time, stay classy, my friends, and keep on watching those movies.